What's up, everybody? Welcome back to JR Sneaker Show. I'm JR, and today I got something very cool for you. Something that I've been wanting to show you for a very long time, and I don't know why. I just never reviewed these. And, this has got to be top 5 in my collection. Like literally, top 3 maybe. So this is one of those sneakers that I've had in my collection for a while. I can't even remember when these released. I want to say back in 2016, 2017. I have to go back and look at the date. But since I saw these, back in the day, I just had to have them. This was one of those sneakers where I saw it on MJ's feet. And I was like, man, got to get me a pair. And so, thankfully, after a very long time, I was able to finally get a pair, thanks to Stax. Shout out to Stax. So, Stax is a sneaker shop, and they also sell vintage clothing. Very cool shop. They're local. They're in Austin, Texas, and they're right off of. Right now, they're downtown, but they used to be off of airport, and so, I used to swing by there after work and just see what they had. And lo and behold, I swung by there one day and they had these on the shelf. And man, for a player price too, like really nice. And I was like, okay, I gotta do it. I gotta pull the trigger. So without further ado, let's get into the sneaker, because that's what you came for, JR Sneaker Show. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, because I know that's what you're here for. Check out the heat, and I'm gonna keep bringing it. But right here we go. You got the box, a little spoiler alert right there. And so these actually, like I said, I want to say these came out in like 2017, 2016. Little spoiler alert right there. You got your 23, and I don't know if you can see all that right there, all that design work, the hands and stuff like that. So very cool. And you got the 45 right there, kind of mixed in with the 23, which is just a really nice touch. And this is how they used to do the Jordan 11s. This is a Jordan 11. You see right there on the box. So I've been taking these out for a very long time. Legit checkers. This is what the box looks like. I know it's not really picking it up too well, but then you got your Looney Tunes right there. Yeah. And then right here on this side, you can see right there, size 10, Air Jordan 11 Retro. I put box tape over that. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing, but that's what I did. And these are a size 10. This is before I started going up half a size so that I could put my sneaker crease protectors inside my sneakers. Wish I had these in a size 10.5, because with the crease protectors in there, kind of snug. But they're still not creased. So it's got this, little insert guy that comes on there. And then you got your box right here. This beautiful black box right here. And then it says 45 right there on the top. So 45 was Jordan's number. He did the 2-3 and then he did the 4-5 because he came out of retirement. Then when he came back to the Wizards, he brought back the 2-3. He didn't go for the 5-6. But, Jordan came out, he wore the 45. It was in the movie Space Jam. He was wearing the 45. And, it didn't fly. It literally didn't fly. Air Jordan didn't fly with the 45. So, he quickly went back to the 23 after they unretired it. And the rest is history. He went off to win another championship in the 11s and the 12s and the 11s, the 12s, and the 13s, and then he wore the 14s for the last shot. So just very cool to see Jordan come back, and that's just hope right there. That means you can always come back from anything, and just keep moving. So but enough with the talking, let's get into the sneakers. So you see right here, this is really cool. So you can see just the design they did on these Space Jams that they brought back. A lot of people called these the playoff. Well, they weren't really the playoffs. You know, they the Space Jams, these could have been, um, you know, Jordan could have, I forget, these could have been the, not the playoffs, the All-Stars, you know, but yeah, these are awesome. And then you got your 11 right there. So many numbers, right? You got a 23, a 45, and 11. How do you keep up? And then, so this is really cool. This is something they're not doing anymore. But Jordan Brand used to go all out with their packaging, you know. And so you got your XI right there, your 11 right there. This is just one of my favorite sneakers in my collection. Like I said, the packaging was amazing. And you got your 45 right there on your paper, which is another nice touch. And you get a little sneak peek. Oh, more paper. So yeah, so like I said, these are just one of those sneakers that don't get enough wear. Even though they are one of my favorites, it's hard to bust out, but you know, you gotta wear your sneakers. So that's why I'm reviewing these, so I can start wearing these more. So first of all, let me hit you with that show ya. And so I wanted to review these just because one of the reasons is because the you know, the holidays, they got all the 11s coming out. I just reviewed the Cherry 11s, so go back and check out that video. So those of you that don't know, the Jordan 11 is the Christmas Jordan that they always come out with. Every year they always bring back a version of the Jordan 11. Oh, and look at this inside the box. Look at that right there. I mean, look, this could be its own, like, you know, right there. Pretty cool. Like I said, they went off with the packaging. I really like how they did that. You don't see that very often anymore. But let's get right into the sneakers. So I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in on that. You can see right there, 45 on the back. Yes, I have worn these. You can see the creasing right there on the leather. Just a really clean sneaker. I mean, you know, look at that. I mean, look, it's just so nice, so clean. That's why I've always liked this sneaker, because it's really just, you know, there's not much to it. Just black patent leather, which this was, I think, one of the first times they brought back the high patent leather, I want to say, to the original form. And then you got your Jumpman right there, Concord Jumpman, going that way. I know the original Space Jams had a blue Jumpman, and so then you got your 45 right there, and then on the bottom you can see still kind of icy. I mean, not completely icy, but I mean, for being as old as it is, you know, still a good looking sneaker. No, just a couple creases, minor creases right here. Can't really even tell. And the cool thing is Jordan used to give us these. They stopped doing that a while back. So these are the inserts that they used to come with. This is hard plastic right here. And now they're just all paper, or I want to say with my Cherry 13s that I just got, Cherry 11s, they were, what was it? It was paper, or yeah, I think it was paper shoved up in there. So, and then real quickly, you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but on the inside right there, they brought back the Nike Air. Right there on the inside, it says Nike. I used to put tape on the inside to protect that Nike Air. Now, what I do is I just take the insoles out, and then I just put on my the insoles that I like to wear. Like, I'll take out a pair of, you know, Dr. Scholl's or Boost inserts, something really comfortable, and slide them in there, and just take out that insert. So let me see, will this insert come out? Sometimes I'm afraid to take some of these inserts out because I've worn them so much, and they're just kind of like stuck in there. I don't want them to like fall apart or rip apart. I've had that happen to me before, trying to pull out some old insoles, and they just kind of fall apart, or the bottoms are just like stuck in there. So this is what this one looks like. It has Nike Air right there on the bottom. Nothing crazy. This is real flimsy, real flat, not very comfortable. But this is what we got. And so the cool thing about these, so let me see if I can see the size tag in here to see what year this came out in. 16, so it says 2016. So the date specifically on this one says 8/7/16 and then 9/23/16. So that's the date in between those it was made. Right there on the toe, right there, or on the middle part, you can see it says Jordan, and then it says Jumpman right there. Let me see if I can read that right. Jordan, and then Jumpman. Yeah. So let me show you that right there. So if you read that down, going down, Jumpman, and then right there it says Jordan, and then you got your little Jumpman right there. The thing about 11s that you always want to be careful for is to make sure that when you pull up on this tongue, that it stays in that third eyelid position right there. So that's what you want to look out for right there. And so that's how you know they're authentic. I mean, they're getting better and better at making fakes, so I don't know if that's a true way to tell anymore. But you can see this has a real thick cut patent leather. So the cool thing about this sneaker is that Jordan wanted to make it look like a dress sneaker or a dress shoe. You know, if you look at the front of it, what does that remind you of? It reminds you of an old wingtip, right? And so, you know, Jordan wanted this sneaker to be something that was dressy, but also that he can play in. Very stylish on the court. I mean, you'll see people wear these sneakers with like, I mean, not anymore, but back in the day, people would stunt and wear these to like weddings and stuff, get married in these. And so this is a very dressy Jordan 1. I mean, you can see right there. I mean, if you look down and you know about old dress shoes, then that right there just says it all, you know? And so what's really cool about this is that this material is really playable and too really durable. So this patent leather right here is very playable. Then right here, let me do the knock test. That way you can see. You got your carbon fiber right there. And the way you know it's legit is that carbon fiber will feel, it won't feel real smooth. Feel a little rough, look a little rough too, if you really look at it. And then you got your Jumpman in the middle. This actually has, what you can tell right there, you see that little plate in there? That's actually a spring plate. And it was ahead of its time. So it actually would help, you know, make this sneaker not so bendable and give it some spring, give it some play. It also featured, I want to say full length zoom in the I want to say right here and right here you got zoom. So you got air right here and air right here, and you can feel it when you walk. This sneaker is pretty comfortable. It's not the most comfortable Jordan, but this is one that you can still put on today, and you know, you can play. If you wanted to play in these and ball in these, you can still ball in these. So one last thing I want to touch on is the ballistic mesh right here. So this is like it's not like a canvas. I don't know how to really explain it, but it's like what almost like a tactical belt would be made out of. So it's like a real tactical material right there, which is really nice. And so it's really stiff. So if you get one that's real thin, real flimsy, then you probably got a fake. The Jumpman faces the front on that one, and then same here, he's facing the front. So like I said, I mean, this sneaker right here, one of my favorites in my collection. I mean, it's just so wearable. But then again, I never wear it, you know? So what's up with that, right? So definitely need to give this sneaker some more wear. It's just such a clean sneaker, you know? It's just black and white. I mean, really at the end of the day, you know, you got the 45 right there. And yeah, it's just a really good, classic, iconic sneaker that Jordan busted these out in Space Jam. So these have always had the nickname Space Jams, and then I think he wore them. Man, I can't remember. I'm kind of it's slipping my mind, but I think he wore them. You know, he had the Breads, the Bread 11s. He had the Concords, and then I think he wore these in the movie Space Jam, and then yeah, the rest is history. You know, he came back, and you know, I think his had actually the 23 on here. I think the 45, the 23 was in the movie Space Jam, and then the 45 was what he was wearing on court. So this is almost like a PE Jordan. But like I said, you can still find these on StockX. But I mean, you're gonna pay a pretty penny. I want to say you're gonna pay close to about $400 or $500 now for a brand new pair. These retailed back in the day for like $200. So, which is still a lot for a sneaker. Don't get me wrong, you know. But you know, considering that back in the day when these came out in the early 90s, 1990, I want to say 99. Yeah, 99, 2000, whatever it was. These would have been like 170, 150. So price hasn't gone up too much from what they used to be. But this is just always one of those sneakers where, I mean, I never had these when I was a kid. And I always seen people wearing them. And I was like, man, those are just clean. Couldn't get your hands on these back in the day. And, you know, but it's nice to see Jordan always release like a different Jordan 11. But I mean, this one right here, I mean, it's pretty much a solid black sneaker. And, you know, along with that blue right there, which you're really not going to see that. You're just going to see this right here. So just one of those sneakers that it just stands the test of time. And I'm glad to have it in the collection. And I'm going to start wearing it more. So anyway, well, everybody, thank you for checking out JR Sneaker Show. God bless you. And I'm out.